For the first time in 40 years, NASA has decided to redesign its spacesuits from scratch. The outstanding new suits will be used in the Artemis 3 mission, which is scheduled for the year 2025. The new suit was officially presented to the public in March of this year and completely detonated the expectations of competitors, putting to shame SpaceX suits, Blue Origin suits, and Virgin Galactic suits. These companies have also been creating new suits, but none reach the same level as the new NASA suit. Not just in terms of design, but also functionality and safety, essential features to bring the crew back to Earth safe and sound. Watch until the end of the video to find everything that knocked Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson out of their minds all at once. The first suit to go into space in the 1950s was shiny silver. Over the next decade, suits were white and boots were developed to allow walking on the moon. In the 1980s, NASA decided to overhaul the wardrobe and astronauts start wearing orange suits. Despite having spent a few decades standing still in time, now in 2023, NASA has chosen the ideal time to implement the new suits. They will be used in the Artemis 3 mission, which will take place in 2025. It is the first time that a man will step on the moon since 1972 on the Apollo mission. More than that, it will be the first time that a black person and a woman step on the moon. In fact, one of the important adaptations of the new suit is its version for women. In previous outfits, the agency did not make specific outfits for women with the correct proportions. This led to women experiencing discomfort while in space. In 2019, a female crew member even needed to be replaced by a man at the last minute in a mission that was supposed to be composed only of women, all due to the lack of sufficient suits to fit the women. And it's about time new suits were made. The suits that were used last century were already degrading and causing risk to the crew. At some point, it wouldn't do any good to fix them over and over. This seemed like an obvious and easy to solve question, but it's not quite like that. Spacesuits have more than 18,000 components that must work in perfect harmony to ensure the safety of the astronaut. There are many layers of materials that together allow for flights into space, including nylon, neoprene, rubber, aluminized mylar, Dacron, Captain, and Teflon, among others. Some layers have thermal insulation functions. Other functions include fire protection, protection against atmospheric pressure, or even as an anti-micrometeorite barrier. We'll see how these new suits are being developed and tested, but first, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. After 15 years of hard study in the development of the new suit, NASA finally turned over the directions of the process to a third-party company, Axiom Space, located in Houston, Texas. Axiom Space had the first commercially crewed private spaceflight to the International Space Station, which took place in 2022. From the model previously developed by NASA, Axiom professionals were able to implement improvements in functionality, design, and security. The brand does not go unnoticed on the suit. It has an AX on the chest in orange. The costume presented to the public is black with details in orange and sky blue. When asked about the black color, the company said that the official costume will be white, but the prototype was exposed in black so as not to reveal all the details of the model. A suit for space travel, especially in a lunar environment, would have serious risk if it were really black. That's because white reflects sunlight, avoiding so much radiation exposure. The moon is an environment of extreme temperature, which can range from 250 degrees Fahrenheit to a chilly 208 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a matter of life and death. Another essential component of spacesuits is the air layer between the astronaut's body and the outer part of the suit. With this, temperatures remain stable and the crew members are still safe. The quest that will debut these new outfits is Artemis 3. Its main goal is to explore the lunar side that doesn't catch sunlight for the first time. That means freezing temperatures. And to handle this type of terrain, experts have developed boots that can withstand minus 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Another important function of the mission is the reconnaissance of terrain as a stopover for future trips to Mars. The moon has many gases that are potential fuels, but we need to explore further to really understand all the unknown factors about our natural satellite. But after all, what's so special about this model? To answer this question, let's compare the presented model with some competitors. Although Jeff Bezos thought he looked amazing wearing a blue spacesuit with a freaking cowboy hat, or Elon Musk in SpaceX's boring white suit, common sense suggests that the design of the new spacesuit developed by Axiom are far more stylish than those of their competitors. The details in the company's colors are carefully placed so as not to look overwhelming, but to mark the brand with strength and confidence. No wonder the design was so nice. The project had the collaboration of costume designer Esther Marquez from the Apple TV series For All Mankind. But not only beauty matters, the functionality of the suits has had considerable improvement, allowing greater mobility for the astronauts to be able to get down or up on the moon. The suit also has excellent protection against dust, being composed of layers of several different materials. The laser cutting of the materials allows the pieces to come out precisely as planned, guaranteeing exceptional quality. The helmet on these outer mission suits is an essential part of the suit, and NASA has had some issues with leaks into the water in some tests it has run over the last few years. As a result, it was necessary to modify the helmet in such a way that leaks are impossible. The suit provides oxygen to the astronaut and removes carbon monoxide so that breathing occurs naturally. Leaks in this system would mean very negative, possibly fatal results. More than that, there is a water system that circulates inside the spacesuit to keep the astronaut's body temperature stabilized. With the complete redesign of the outfits, we were able to focus on preventing issues from reoccurring. With new components and new technologies available, the company can develop a much more practical and functional suit. But that doesn't come cheap. NASA stipulated a budget of $3.5 billion until 2034. The lack of resources was the cause of the absurd delay in making new suits, but finally, the time has come. In the first moment, Axiom closed a contract with NASA for $228 million to work on the design of the Artemis 3 mission suit. Collins then landed a $97 million contract to design another suit for ISS missions. The two companies are also responsible for all follow-ups and repairs so that the suits continue to function at their maximum potential. In addition, companies must also provide training for NASA employees. In the contract, there is a clause to find that other companies can enter the competition if they have more advantages to offer for NASA. This ensures greater competitiveness and consequently, higher quality in the service provided. Using heavy spacesuits requires a lot of physical and technical endurance. Until then, the costumes weighed up to 275 pounds, similar to the weight of a refrigerator. But the new suits promise to be lighter. Still, future crew members must undergo intense training, and the suits themselves also undergo several tests before they are deemed safe for space travel. MIT's chief architect, Nicholas D. Moncho, described the suit as more than a suit, representing almost a mini spacecraft, in addition to highlighting that it's the costume for the drama we project into space, and the way we put ourselves into the heavens, assigning deeper symbolic functions to the redesign. One of the tests the suit must pass is the simulation of terrain similar to the terrain on the moon. The environment that best mirrors the lunar terrain is some stony and dusty place. Therefore, one of the test stages takes place in Arizona. But beyond the terrain, other variables are very different from Arizona. To simulate the gravity factor, NASA uses a huge swimming pool, 40 feet deep. With this, the functionality of the suit is tested and its safety is guaranteed. Those involved in the process of creating the new suit are extremely happy to see their creation reach the moon in such a near future. And I think we can say to them, congratulations on the work. You should be proud of yourselves. This new generation of spacesuits will not only be exceptional in continuing the incredible work of the past astronauts, but it will also open up new possibilities with unimaginable potential for science. This new era is just beginning. That was our video for today. Hope you all enjoyed the content. Leave a comment if you prefer Axiom's, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos' spacesuit. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to always receive the hottest news about space.